all of you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha Sharda, would like to thank all of you for watching my videos, for writing in your comments and your suggestions. And today we are going to talk about locating diseases easily through the nakshatras and how we don't even need to remember the diseases, but the few dictums, we don't need to remember which nakshatra represents which disease. We just need to understand few basic dictums, and based on that we will be able to understand the nakshatras and the diseases that can be caused by it. And it's a happy moment to let you know that we have a free webinar on Jupiter coming up. Jupiter, as we all know, is the Vaidya, or the physician of the planetary system. So let us talk about the nakshatras. But before that, few basic rules that we need to know. The sixth house represents the diseases that can be cured. The eighth house represents the diseases which take a long period of time to be cured. They are generally said to be, chronic in order. The sixth house has one good point. If you have a strong fifth lord, or then you have the ability to come out of the disease and you have the ability to recuperate. If you have a strong ninth house, or there are planets in the nakshatra of the ninth lord, then it gives you an ability to find a physician who is good, who has a very good touch and knows how to help his patients to move into a better lifestyle. As for the lagna, if you have planets in the in the nakshatra of the lagna, and those planets are very beautiful or strong planets like Mars or Sun, in that case it gives you a very strong mind frame to be able to overcome the diseases. So with this in mind, we go ahead and check how to see diseases through the nakshatras. As I had told you earlier, that we would be taking the two charts of Albert Einstein and the chart that I had taken earlier, the example chart, to come to the same point, because my clause here is very straight. If we do it through the signs, whether we do it through the houses, whether we do it with the karakas, or for that matter, the easiest of all, the nakshatras, all roads should lead to the same Rome. So as we move on to understanding diseases through the karakas, we see that we take the chart of Albert Einstein. Now, moon here that we have seen is in the nakshatra of Saturn. Moon is in the Anuradha nakshatra, and we all know that Anuradha nakshatra is Saturn's nakshatra, and Saturn is the eighth lord. So his chronic disorders, moon is the second lord, which is again a Maraka planet, and it is posited in the sixth house. The sixth house represents your stomach also, and in Scorpio it is about your bowels. So this would generally indicate that you could have a chronic disorder about your intestine, your bowels, and there could be clear issues regarding that. Further on, when we move on to the example chart, we see that, as I had told you, that we would be talking about the eighth lord, with the eighth lord being Mercury. And I repeat again over here also that Mercury is a very strong planet in this case. It may be the eighth lord, but it is Digbali, and it is Vakri, that is, it is retrograde, giving it a very strong directional strength and a cheshta bal, the ability to work. For when we're looking at diseases, it is a chronic diseases that it will show its pattern on. And Sun, the lord of the 10th house, is placed in the sign in the nakshatra of Mercury, along with Mercury itself. So Mercury, the eighth lord, is present in the eighth nakshatra. This has the ability to give great, great, great results with sun placed there and Rahu also in the 8th house, indicative that once a problem sets in for this person, it is very, very difficult to get out of those chronic issues. Mercury also denotes skin problems. For quite a period of time, this person also suffered from skin issues. And Sun is the 10th Lord. As I had repeated earlier on, the 10th Lord also represents your backbone. So, as I had said, 35 plus years of persistent back problems with a lot of uh, trying a many number of methods to get rid of the problem, but to no avail. So we can say, so when we know which house, which body part represents what disease, which nakshatra is able to cure us, which nakshatra is able to give us disease, we can always give the person the right advice of taking good health care, as well as knowing how to endure that pain or some remedial measures. Till we meet with you again in another video, do stay tuned to us. And don't forget to join in our upcoming webinar, free webinar on Jupiter. Also, from the 26th, from the 27th, we have a class in nakshatras, the second set of nakshatras. So if you want to register for it, you can do it from our website directly or WhatsApp to us about it. Till then, we meet you again. Thank you.